Hello all, this is JC3 from Is This Real? Do you want to start your own podcast? Then look no further than Buzzsprout.com. We here at Green Hour Media use Buzzsprout, and we love the team at Buzzsprout. They are all about helping you succeed. Buzzsprout gets your show listed in every major podcast platform. Follow the link in our show notes to let Buzzsprout know that we sent you. It gets you a $20 paid Amazon gift card if you sign up with a paid plan and helps support our show. Join us and over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout.com to get your message out to the world.
From the Keithman Sakala Studios in Paterson, New Jersey, Green Arrow Media proudly presents Is This Real? Tonight we'll explore the Jeffrey Epstein ties to Bill Clinton. What were they doing on that plane? And now your host, JC3.
Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Is This Real? I'm your host, JC3. In the booth tonight, we have Big Joe. Say hello to everybody, Big Joe.
Hello, everybody. How are you? And welcome to our program.
We got a Roblox in the booth with us tonight. Say hello, Roblox.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody?
We have the great and powerful Cito. Cito, say hello to everybody.
Thank you for my acknowledgement of powerful. Hello, everyone.
You're welcome. Off his first, this is going to be a couple weeks old, but off of his first new show, it went live on Wednesday, June 1st. Congratulations, Cito.
Thank you,
really
everyone.
Good show.
Thank you.
First, Joey fucked up the order, but no problem.
I did, but it's whatever. Tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be about Bill Clinton and his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, as Dad said. And what was Bill doing on the Lolita Express and going to quote-unquote pedophile island? Now, who wants to start it off? Who has anything?
Oh, I can start off if you like.
All right, Dad, bring what you have to the table.
Well, Jeffrey Epstein apparently visited the White House 17 different times. Why was he, what did he do there? Why was he at the White House? According to the visitor log show, the wealthy convicted pedophile who died from an apparent suicide, in his jail cell in 2019, even visited the Clinton White House twice on the same day, 3 different times. Okay.
3 different times on the same day? 3 different times.
Right. That's just that. Now, you can take what you want from that. What was he doing? So they were friends, obviously. Okay. So if they were friends, and Bill Clinton also went with him on his trip to Africa, along with, who the hell else went with that? Let me just go back here. I know Chris Tucker was on that trip. And
not Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker was on that trip.
Damn it.
And the aforementioned Kevin Spacey, the disgraced Kevin Spacey, by the way. Let's put it that way.
He actually just released a new movie, by the way.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so what were they doing? If this guy was such a pedophile, and we all believe he was, and he had that airplane they called the Lolita Express, which Bill Clinton was on 26 times according to all the logs and whatever. What would make anybody think that he wasn't involved? Because Bill Clinton, he's a horn dog. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, multiple women, as we said last week, came out against him.
Right. So what would make you think it would have to, you've got to put 2 and 2 together, and why, what were they doing together? What were they doing traveling the world and doing all kinds of weird shit all over the place?
Well, you could say that for a lot of the celebrities that were caught on the Express. Like, I know Tom Hanks was one of them. I have, you said Kevin Spacey. I have, I have the pilot, Larry Vysotsky said he would be typically given notice if Clinton or high-profile passengers like him would be flying. He recalled renowned violinist Itzhak Perlman. Prince Andrew, Maine Senator George Mitchell, Ohio Senator John Glenn, and actor Kevin Spacey. He also said he'd fly Epstein to Columbus, Ohio, where Epstein also had property, to see billionaire businessman Les Wexner.
What is Les Wexner? What did he do?
Les Wexner, Leslie Wexner, L Brands chief. What is L Brands? The CEO of Victoria's Secret parent company, L Brands.
Okay, so now they're going running around with lingerie.
Yes.
So please explain to me what those guys. What is, and Bill Clinton now denies all this stuff, that he didn't go on these these trips and everything else, but it's right there for everybody to see. It's documented. In 2002, Clinton and Epstein toured African countries on a week-long trip around with actors Spacey and Tucker. It was a trip for the Clinton Foundation meant to raise awareness about the HIV and AIDS crisis and poverty in Africa. And I find that to be a little, I don't know, ironic. Here's a guy that would fuck anything, and both of them would fuck anything, and they're worried about AIDS. Mm-hmm. That's really, really strange to me. But that's just two of the things that we got. We have a few more.
Well, I have right here Bill Clinton, and this is from Newsweek. Now, you're going to have all these major news publications print stuff like this, but none of them really catch any fire for some reason. Mm-hmm. But Newsweek says Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein were like brothers and respected Prince Andrew's links to Queen Elizabeth II, according to a new documentary. British socialite Lady Victoria Hervey told the BBC how the U.S. president was very close to Jeffrey in Ghislaine, Prince Andrew, and the pedophile broadcast in Britain on Tuesday. Hervey was a friend of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and said she believed she was used as bait to lure glamorous women to parties. Clinton's spokesman previously told Newsweek in 2020 that he had not seen Epstein since well before his terrible crimes came to light. Hervey told the documentary Clinton was definitely very close to Jeffrey. I don't know if you saw the paintings that were in Jeffrey's house. One of them being a portrait of Bill Clinton wearing the dress that Monica Lewinsky wore when they had an affair.
In a dress?
Bill Clinton in the same dress that Monica Lewinsky wore.
Is that a picture or is that a painting?
It's a painting, apparently.
Oh, wow. That's a different story.
I think
That's
I actually heard that.
Whoa.
According to multiple reports here, on Epstein Island, the name of the island is Little St. James. It's Jeffrey Epstein's island in the U.S. Virgin Islands. They were asking, what was Bill Clinton doing there? And he said, well, he owes me a favor. According to Virginia Roberts, in Netflix, Jeffrey and Epstein Filthy Rich docuseries, Steve Scully, a former employee on Epstein Island, also claimed that he'd seen Clinton on Little St. James sitting with Epstein in the living room porch area, Jeffrey's favorite spot, according to Scully. Clinton repeatedly denies claims he's been on Little St. James, but he was on that. He took 26 flights on a Lolita Express, and no information has come to light explaining what those flights were for. So you got to ask yourself: you have a known pedophile, okay, and you
that's before or after he was convicted of any of those, like what those.
Oh, it was before. You didn't get convicted to what, 2019?
Well, yeah. So,
but when did his accusations come to light?
Start coming to light.
Because some people would actually say that if they were good friends before that, what happened? Are they, were they close? And then when it came to what happened, was there still trips, or was it? I think I read
that information I do not have. All I know is this was 2002, 2003. That I can't. I'd have to do some more research on that. Well, hold on. Epstein's phone book was published after being submitted in court as an exhibit against Epstein in 2015. The phone book had 21 separate contacts to reach Bill Clinton. Some filed under Doug Band, who was Clinton's former advisor.
21 different.
Yeah, I read the same thing, and I also read that between 2000 and 2005, Clinton took numerous trips, as you were saying. If I can get whatever the hell this is off my screen. To Little St. James, where girls were supposedly kept as sex slaves. Mm-hmm. So, literally, 3 years?
And this
4
is,
years?
Yeah, you're right. But see, this is not something that just all of a sudden came to light. He's been accused, for at least 20 years now. Mm. While this is going on, Bill Clinton knows that this guy's an accused pedophile.
Okay.
So even if there was nothing on this island going on, or there was nothing on this plane, Lolita Express, as I like to say, what are you doing?
You're the former sitting president of the United States. Well, I mean, you just had a sex scandal that you beat. You paid off Paula Jones with the hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever it was, and you still continue to perusal with this guy, and he knows he was getting in trouble in Florida till they dropped the charges. We went over that in a previous episode. Yeah. Okay, so again, there's no excuse for Bill Clinton. There's nothing he can say or do. He can deny all he wants, but it's right there. It's in records. It's in phone records. It's in everything else. So what's he doing with little girls on an island in St. James, the U.S. Virgin Islands?
Yeah, and it makes you raise the question, because I also read that apparently one of the lawsuits actually documented that Clinton's trips on Epstein's plane suddenly stopped, which raised suspicion about their friendship because of the events that were happening with Epstein and the abuse of children, since it was coming more to light.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hey, Ryan. Hi, this is Sarah Palin.
Ryan, Donald Trump Jr.
Hogs to win, see you. Hey, everybody, I want y'all to check out a fellow Marines podcast.
My name is Ted Nugent, and I got a call from my buddy Ryan F. Samuels, and he wants me to tell you that he's a working hard, playing all-American son of a who is celebrating God, family, country.
Welcome to the Ryan Samuels Show, one of the top political podcasts in the United States, where we have a healthy distrust for government and mainstream media. The Ryan Samuels Show is a raw, unfiltered look at American politics.
It's fucked up. I mean, it's just fucked up. I mean, they got videos and pictures of Clinton and who the hell else? Bill Clinton, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, his personal spokesman, Angel Urea.
Well, according to
that's creepy.
Oh.
What?
I'm looking at the picture of Clinton with the
Okay.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
But he did issue a public statement when Jeffrey was arrested. It goes to 2002, 2003. President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane. 1 to Europe, 1 to Asia, and 2 to Africa, which included stops in connection with the work of the Clinton Foundation. So they're attributing his trips to on the Lolita Express to those 4 locations or 3 locations.
Yeah, it's nice that they want to say that. I love how they try to hide everything behind the Clinton Foundation. Okay, but if you really dig deep into the Clinton Foundation, ask the people of Haiti how about the Clinton Foundation, how they loved them so much. When money went missing for the aid that was supposed to be sent down there that somehow went missing through the Clinton Foundation. Let's ask that. So then he can't. Again, I don't believe a fucking word the guy says. All right.
There's been a lot more. You said that he said 26 times, right?
26 flights.
So 26 flights, and they're only talking about 4 times that he was on the flight.
Yeah.
What about those other 22 times?
Can you repeat the places again?
1 to Europe, 1 to Asia, and 2 to Africa.
Crazy speculation right now, but
so that's 4 trips, 3 different places, and Dad said one of those was with Chris Tucker.
A pedophile and foundation. You know why I'm putting 2 and 2 together? What if it's just a cover up to endorse the sex trafficking?
Well, I mean, your guess is as good as anybody else's right now. I mean,
I gotta say I agree with Cito, because I think that somewhere along the line it was nothing more. It's nothing more than a front.
But it also seems like it's more than just Bill Clinton. I mean, obviously the book that we can all talk about has dozens of names, but it was even stated that Epstein apparently has donated over $94,000 to different candidates from the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm. But watch where that money went, though. Okay, there was money sent around in Florida, and he got literally not. They were going to convict. They were going to prosecute him, and all of a sudden the prosecutor dropped the charges in Florida, so they wouldn't prosecute him. Now, if you have a pedophile, and you know this guy's been going on for years and years and years and years, you're going to put your own reputation on the line and drop the charges against this guy? Doesn't make much sense. I don't understand why you would do that.
There's only one thing I could think about that, and this is going to sound completely terrible, right? But we're not just dealing with your regular pedophile here. We're dealing with a powerful pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
I like the alliteration, but where are you going with it?
Okay, so sure, you can convict anyone with, pedophilia, get the charges, get them caught, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're talking about someone who literally has friends in high places, money, you're dealing not only just with what you can bribe someone, but also, hey, we could get rid of you and no one can.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, we believe that's what happened.
What was those favors that Clinton owed Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, that's another thing that needs to be addressed.
Why does he need to be on the island for favors, though?
Right. So I'm going to say this one thing about this, and then we're going to take a short little break. But from I'm looking at the flight log, and from there's 4 trips in 2002, 2003 that I'm looking at. Yeah. 3 of them just say Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton, and then the 4th one that had Spacey and Chris Tucker on it says President William J. Clinton. Why is there 2 separate? You know what I mean?
Run that by me again.
It says it says for 3 of the 4 trips, it just says Bill Clinton. Doesn't say President William J. Clinton. Doesn't say any of that. The 4th trip that had Spacey and Chris Tucker on it, that was going to Africa, it says President William J. Clinton. I don't know. Like I'm not like speculating on anything, but it's very weird to sit there and see like, look, Josh, I'll show you. It says. Where is it? Not here.
What year was it? Did I tell you?
2003.
Yeah, he was not president then.
So, this is. Well, it says President Bill Clinton. President Bill Clinton. This is 2002.
Yeah, previous one they changed it. It says President Bill Clinton in the one I just saw on Joey's screen, but then that other one, which looks like it was a later flight,
March 19th, just says Bill Clinton, Doug Band's Secret Service.
Yeah, then the other one you showed that was a little bit farther down actually said President Bill Clinton. And then further down when you went
President William J. Clinton.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
This one says this is May 22nd of 2002. It says J.E., which would be Jeffrey Epstein, G.M., which would be, I'm guessing, Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know who S.K. is, but this says President Bill Clinton, Pete Rathgeb, MCXG, Doug Bands, Janice, and Jessica. I don't know who any of those other people are.
SK.
MCXG, and then you have SK. So I don't know who any of those other people are, but like I said, it's you have J.E. Epstein, and the SK is all. There's a third person here that nobody's looking at. And again, I will sit there and we'll go to break, but there is a third person here, this SK, that is always on the flights with both Ghislaine and Jeffrey. But we'll figure that out. But we're going to take a short little break. We'll be right back, guys. Hello, this is JC3 speaking. If you want to know more about Is This Real podcast and our parent company, Green Hour Media, then visit greenhourmedia.org. You can find and follow all of our social media pages through our website. If you love our content, then you can support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and our Patreon page. Remember, that is greenhourmedia.org. And welcome back. So, we figured out that Bill Clinton was on the Lolita Express a couple times under the umbrella of Clinton Foundation. We don't believe that it was under the umbrella of the Clinton Foundation.
Or it could be, just in different means.
I believe it was under the disguise of the Clinton Foundation, just under different, to give it some kind of legitimacy.
Okay.
As a front.
Yes, and we were going through the flight logs, and what I was realizing is, I mean, obviously it's all the same trip, but there's Bill Clinton's name is riddled throughout this entire flight log. Mm-hmm. Some are part of the same trip because obviously, you land, you get off, you go back in, you have to. It's a flight log again. So it's all part of the same trip, but there's as far as 2002, 2003, it's more than just fucking 4 times. So whoever said it was just 4 times, completely wrong.
Yeah,
might have been 4 trips, but
I don't know.
I counted at least 8 times in the 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what was happening on the island itself, does anybody have anything, any type of speculation?
Well, I got speculation. You got accusers that have come through and said, these little girls that went running around, they were taken there and they were introduced to him and his friends, and they did crazy sexual acts.
These girls accused Bill Clinton. Not accused, but said, "Oh, Bill was there. President Clinton was there."
Yeah, they got Chauncey Davis was actually giving them massages on their one Africa trip. Chauncey Davis was a masseuse that Ghislaine Maxwell introduced to Jeffrey Epstein, and the first time she ever met the guy, and this was down in Florida. Okay, he gets on a table in his bathrobe, right? Takes the bathrobe off and he's butt naked. Then all of a sudden he flips over and he says to her, "Do you mind if I play with myself?" And she's like, she's a 21-year-old kid, and she's like, I guess so. Her background is from abuse. She's got abuse in her background. So she said, yeah. So and then she didn't want to disappoint Ghislaine Maxwell because, she was treating her like a mother figure.
Yeah.
And, she later on went on to testify that, yeah, there was abuse going on. There was abuse going on for a while. With her, it was like 4 years. Now, she was caught. There's videos and pictures of her actually giving Bill Clinton, at the behest of Ghislaine Maxwell, a neck massage. It doesn't happen that way. Okay? You don't have... You got that kind of money, you don't have one woman following you around doing all your massaging.
Well, yeah. We didn't cover... When we did our Epstein episode, or our 2 Epstein episodes, I think it was.
Yeah.
And our Ghislaine Maxwell episode, we didn't cover any of the stuff that happened with Bill Clinton. It was mostly just about that, But you take the 2 sides of Clinton's history with, the sexual scandals that he went through in the office, and then you add this into it. Well, I don't know. Was this during the time that he was still president? No, right?
What the log shows that he wasn't during when he was president. No, this shows after 2002, 2003, 2005. Okay, I'm trying to come up with a list here of accusers and how far back they went, but I'm not really. I got 23 of Jeffrey Epstein's accusers finally got their day in court, and you got to wonder if these guys were all brought up as accusers to Jeffrey Epstein. Why wasn't Bill Clinton then brought up as a character witness? Why?
Clinton?
Why wasn't Clinton? If they were such good friends and there was nothing going on.
I have someone. I have here again. It's a Newsweek. Clinton spokesman Angel Urena.
Right, as a spokesperson.
Yeah, he dismissed the accusations. His statement on Jeffrey Epstein says, President Clinton knows nothing about the terrible crimes Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to in Florida some years ago, or those with which he has been recently charged in New York. In 2002-2003, President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane, 1 to Europe, 1 to Africa, 2 to Africa, 1 to Asia. Staff supporters of the foundation, of the Clinton Foundation, and his Secret Service detail traveled on every leg of every trip. He had 1 meeting with Epstein in his Harlem office in 2002, and around the same time made 1 brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment with a staff member and his security detail. He's not spoken to Epstein in well over a decade and has never been to Little St. James Island, Epstein's ranch in New Mexico, or his residence in Florida.
Okay.
But we have him in 4K on the flight logs.
Yeah, on the flight log, but it's the flight logs do say they're going to these trips, so they never say anything about Little St. James.
With a pedophile.
So the flight logs are. Wait a minute, hold on. The flight logs are telling you who's on the plane, but they're not telling you where the plane's going.
I have here. No, it says 2.
I think those are abbreviations of the airports.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to
because you saw JFK. Yeah.
You said earlier in Asia. Did it say specifically where in Asia?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hello, nerds. Come listen to the History Nerds United podcast, and let's make history fun again. We interview today's best authors, whether they are established Pulitzer Prize winners or someone debuting their first book. Let us show you that history is not a boring class you took in high school, but a place where the best stories come from. And we don't just cover history, we also love to chat about true crime, biographies, memoirs, and so much more. So head on over to History Nerds United and let us introduce you to your new favorite book and learn the story behind the story.
History Nerds United.
Let me go back. Hold on. I'm a little deep, inside the flight log. Let me... Bill Clinton. This is England. So this is 2003. England. I have a couple. It's telling the airports. It's not really telling me where they're going exactly, specifically where they're going. So again, but I have, you could see it says ENG or anything like that. So I have those. I have nothing that says anything about him going to Little St. James Island, but there's accusations that he was on Little St. James Island by these accusers. Right?
Yes, absolutely. So why are we... I don't understand how you have a flight log, but you don't have a destination. That makes no sense.
I mean, it has destinations of, like, where... It
has the airport
it's going to, the abbreviation of the airport.
Right.
Like, you know how when you fly into New York, it's JFK.
Right.
That's all they have on there.
It has
looking at it, too.
Yeah.
Has from wherever they came from, that airport's initials
this
to,
one says,
say, JFK, or
this is,
JFK to wherever else.
Yeah, this is not anything from, like,
do you know the abbreviation TST?
JFK to LF,
TST?
PB. I have, this is with Bill Clinton, it's EBBR to ENGM. I'm guessing that ENG would be England. It would be a Europe trip, wouldn't it?
Sounds like it could be, but I'm not sure what ENGM is.
And then you have VHHH to ZUUUU.
Yeah, England.
So it's...
London Airport. Well, yeah, London Airport, ENG.
Yeah, that is London,
yeah. So you have the...
Give me some other ones real quick.
I have... this is from departure of EBBR. This is what Bill Clinton...
Belgium.
Zaventem,
Belgium. Brussels Airport.
To England. And then I have...
or actually, some of them could be Norway, if I'm reading this right.
Oslo?
Yeah, Oslo, Gardermoen Airport.
I'm getting Brussels Airport in Belgium. So.
I have UNNT. What is UNNT? My little minions do the research.
Russia.
UNNT?
Russia?
Novosibirsk International Airport.
Oh, he used the actual, he got the little phlegm in there, too. Mm-hmm. What is VHHH? This is...
3 H's?
3 H's.
Hong Kong.
Hong
Asia.
Kong.
Yeah. Hong Kong is also is also a high sex traffic area, too.
Well, again...
There's at least a lot of sex trafficking coming
If we
out
could
there.
find who these other abbreviation names are, they don't want to put the names of these people, that could be our people who are being brought over for sex trafficking.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, they can't actually put the names, but they could probably put the abbreviations.
Epiphany, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, I just had the greatest
abbreviations.
Those abbreviations. We've been thinking about standard American names, right? What if they're from other?
And just think about it. You have, if these, well, again, these could be people that are not accusing, that are not being brought in these accusations lists. And you could sit there and say, these are the people that they're putting their initials in.
Yeah, that's why I said.
And if they're being sexually abused by this, and they're on the plane with Bill Clinton, boom. We just opened the gate. We solved the case, boys.
Or what I'm thinking is those initials they're from other countries. Friends of Epstein's from other countries. So necessarily they're not putting their actual names. That's why a four-letter abbreviation with the letter X, because what American do you know has a letter X in their name?
Xavier.
But the way it's positioned, though, it's the third letter, really?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Hello. Okay, not to be racist, but you know we're Spanish, right? Spanish
okay, and my name is Nelson Albert, all right?
Okay, yeah, that's
and
yours.
A, meaning not available, bitch.
No, I've been long enough to know that I've met actual Spanish people with like 5 fucking names.
Hola, me llamo Biblioteca.
Entire names. Like legit, I've seen licenses, birth certificates. They have up to 5 names sometimes. It's possible.
But it's also possible everywhere else.
It may not make sense exactly, but that's what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, you get what? 3 letters total?
Yes.
That's like the majority. You get a first, a middle, and a last name?
Yes.
That's not always the case. Like I said, not to be racist. I know for us Spanish people, that is possible. I've seen it thousands of times.
It's definitely I've seen it.
Yeah, for other races, it could be possible too. You just never know. But, to your point, yeah, it is a little weird, but it is possible.
Okay, Nelson, I need you to do me some homework here. Okay.
Okay.
I need...
Go on.
I need the... Find me the airports for PSI.
PSI? Okay, got you.
PSI? I have PBI.
PBI,
Wow.
I'm sorry, PBI.
PBI, yeah.
Oh, so it's not Palm Springs International?
Palm Springs International.
That's PSI. PBI, though.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Palm Beach International.
Okay, keep that one in mind.
Okay.
All right.
Our bloodhound's on it.
BEP.
BEP?
BEP. BEP, people. PEP. BEP.
BEP.
We're on it, guys. We're getting it. We're going to break this case open.
India.
Okay.
Bellary Airport. It's
How
a helipad.
about TGB?
TGB. TGB. People are probably tired of hearing about these 3-letter words already, but we're breaking this shit up. All right? This is what we're here.
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea?
Papua New Guinea.
Why would he be going to Papua New Guinea?
He's rich and famous. He could literally go anywhere he wants.
Well, I understand, but you still have a
Okay,
reason.
now I got a question here.
Ask the question.
I'm
Ask
looking
away,
on
my
June
friend.
5th, 1997.
What happened on June 5th, 1997?
This is the log from June 5th, 1997. It's
See, my log starts in 2002, so I don't know anything.
Well, I'm
previous
just
to that.
okay. That's fine. All right, and a lot of them are PBI. The PBI 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I have a lot of
5,
PBI.
6,
PBI is
7. Palm Beach International.
Yeah.
Okay, now how hard would it have been for him to take? Do you have any Bill Clintons on the PBI landing a PBI, Joe?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
I'm looking through though. I'm down to. I'm sorry. My things ended at 2002. My bad. I'm going down and it's saying. Bill. I haven't seen Bill Clinton until after 2001.
All right.
So my question, I mean, again, you have the flight list that mine.
No, the point I'm trying to make here is I don't know. Again, if we can come up with that information, because he's on the plane and you got to find out where he's going to. If it's PBI, then he's going to Palm Beach. How much of a stretch is it for him to get on a helicopter from Palm Beach?
There are no helicopter logs.
Yes, there are. There are 4. You got to find them.
I haven't seen them.
Well, I haven't seen them either, but
I do have LIT, which I'm guessing is going to be Little St. James.
I don't know. Little St. James doesn't have an airport. It's just an island.
True.
Yeah, it wouldn't have an airport.
That's true.
So if anything, it wouldn't be logged.
So what is LIT?
No, that's the thing. It's going to be logged. He'll be logged from the main flight to go to Palm Beach and then get on a helicopter from there to Little St. James.
What's the abbreviation?
LIT. But then, again, I'm in 99 right now, so I have not seen any Bill Clinton from 99, and that's where it ends, at least mine. What?
LIT. Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport in Little Rock, Arizona.
Okay.
That's, weirdly enough, that's funny, but I don't think that means anything.
Well, everything means something. You gotta, you know.
I mean, Little Rock, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who the fuck lives in Arizona?
And this is something that, you know what, the viewers here, the people that listen to this, you also got to think.
They're sitting there like, they keep going about airports.
Well, it's not only that, you know, if he's denying that he did it and he's right there on the thing, you got to understand that.
Oh, yeah, this one is littered with PBI.
Oh.
What is PMP?
PMP?
PMP, yeah. I have a lot of PMP. I have a lot of TIST, TEB.
Pompano Beach.
Oh, gotcha.
Florida.
I don't have, like I said, I don't have anything until like 2002 that has Clinton. But that would make sense because he was president. He's not going to be going on, you know.
Oh, all right, so you know what, people, you got to do your homework on this one because this is tough to cover in 45 minutes. But there's smoke here because you got to understand something. He's not going to fly into. You're not going to fly into an island if there's no airport. I mean,
you could.
You know, he's going to take a private helicopter. You got to find those records for the helicopter, and find out where he was going on the helicopter. That's all.
All right, crazy thing.
Yeah.
What if it's not a helicopter that we're thinking about? What if there's a boat?
I mean,
he's rich. He could have a private boat.
He could. I don't know if he probably did.
He lives in Florida. He's rich. He definitely has a yacht somewhere.
Can you get to the island from Florida? Is that possible?
Yeah. It's right in the Caribbean.
So yeah, the boat is very possible.
You don't log boats.
Right.
Unless you're some big company or something like that.
Yeah,
usually,
like a yacht or something like that.
But you don't usually log them.
Yeah, cruises.
Cruises, yes. Yachts, no. So,
especially if it's a private thing.
Exactly.
So you're not going to sit there and log any of that shit. But it's I know we've gone on for about 15 minutes now talking about.
I got one more point for you.
All right. Is it connecting all these flight log situations?
No, but it's connecting what we just said. Former President Bill Clinton was reportedly seen on Tuesday boarding a yacht with the Epstein-connected billionaire sugar baron brothers Alfonso and Jose Fanjul.
Wow.
Who had been close to the Clintons for decades. So he was on Bill Clinton caught boarding yacht with Epstein. All right.
What date is this?
This would be... it doesn't have a fucking date. Oh, September. No, this broke in September 2021, so maybe I'm a little offbeat here.
Either way, he was caught on a yacht with Jeffrey Epstein associates.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Now, has anyone tracked this yacht and where it could be going?
No,
in fact,
I just got this information now.
Okay, so we're going to take another short little break, and then I want to know if someone can do my research, what happened to Epstein's Island post-Epstein? I want to know what happened to Epstein's Island post-Epstein. But we'll be right back. We're going to take a short little break.
Hello, hola, konnichiwa. I have a very important question for you. Is this real? That's the motto of our weekly podcast. We question everything from the paranormal to conspiracies, even the extraterrestrials. There's no topic we won't dive into. So tune in and listen to our show every Sunday at 8 p.m. And remember, folks, question everything.
If you're looking for a dining experience like no other in the North Jersey area, Soprano's Pizza and Restaurant is your place. Located at 400 Minnesink Road in Totowa, New Jersey, Soprano's offers pizza, sandwiches, Italian delights such as specialty pizzas, seafood, soup, salad, burgers, sides, and much, much more. Free delivery on all orders, more convenient ordering online. Download the app on Google Play or in the Apple Store and track your order. Or if you prefer, just stop by and pick it up. Either way, Soprano's Pizza and Ristorante in Totowa always satisfies. Pleasant staff, exceptional atmosphere, and great food. Open 10 to 10 every day. Visit their website at www.sopranospizzeriamenu.com or phone 973-256-7115. That's 973-256-7115. Soprano's Pizza. Give it a try.
And we're back. So did anyone do the little homework assignment I asked before we went to break?
So from what I found, it's abandoned or it's not. People
Thank
can't
you.
get this story straight. I'm just saying.
It's abandoned or it's not. That
People-
shines a whole light on the situation.
I can't get a straight story because it's like, oh, he still owns it, but it's just like,
How does he own it? He's dead.
I don't know. Ask the websites.
His Force Ghost owns it. That's what happens. Jeffrey Epstein's Force Ghost owns it.
Yes.
Well, it could be property if his estate, depending on what happens. Even
Yeah,
though
'cause
he's
that's the
been
thing, it's-
What
dead.
happened to all of his estate though? Like did
His brother got most of the stuff,
Money?
most of his estate's money and everything else. And I'm not sure. They're saying that the island became a tourist attraction. People would visit the island for whatever reason.
a tourist attraction?
Yeah.
Here's where the little 15-year-olds got gang
Hey
raped.
kids, you want to go see Jeffrey Epstein's island? It'll be such a great time.
Yes, well that would be the next, junior high school tour. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Next time on Is This Real? Live from Epstein's Island.
We should do that. I would totally do that, bro. We should put in the paperwork.
Whenever we can afford that, then maybe.
Joe, you know what to do.
So if you're listening out there, people in the world, you want us to go to Jeffrey Epstein's island, I want you to donate $1. I'm going to start a what is that called?
GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe for us to go to Epstein Island. As a company-wide thing, we will set up in Epstein Island and do a whole broadcast live from Epstein Island.
I'm bringing a shovel.
What? Okay, I wish there was cameras in the booth because Joshua's face just completely went upside down.
All right. I know you're confused.
I don't think anyone was buried on the island, or at least I hope not. Why
He's not looking
are
for
you gonna
anyone buried. He's
bring-
looking for money.
Yes, and also secret doors.
Secret doors? This isn't the show Dad watches on whatever the hell that show is that he keeps talking about.
Like, what if I just dig a hole like any standard teenager at a beach and find something?
I'm speechless right now.
I got nothing.
Dad?
What?
He's not even paying attention.
I'm paying attention. There's not a lot of. I know the stuff. All his assets went to his brother.
Do you think he buried it too?
Completely went over what Cito was saying. You did not understand.
Oh, what did Cito? What did you say?
Exactly.
Hey man, you know what?
So did you hear my plan?
Yes, I heard your plan.
We're gonna get a GoFundMe. I want everybody who listens to. We have hundreds of people listening to us now. From around the world. Couple in Japan.
You have hundreds of people to listen to, so you're all going to donate $1, and you're going to maybe get to the airport via Uber.
That's fine.
Okay, what are you going to do when you get to the airport?
I don't care.
I got a sign. I'm going to Epstein Island.
But that's when the FBI comes around.
Help! I'm going to Epstein Island.
I'm bringing me a shovel, like I said.
Well, I know. I mean, besides, I think with us talking about Bill Clinton, we're already on the FBI watch list anyway. So.
I did nothing wrong. Please don't target me.
It's the Clintons, bro.
You're part of this company.
Yeah, you're part of the company, bro.
Look, FBI. Look.
He's going to try to reason with the FBI now.
Look.
Listen, Linda,
Yeah,
listen.
I'm only 19 years old.
I'm getting a degree specifically to join the police force. Hit me up if you need someone.
This is where he joins the police force, and we're like, yo, Cito, now you know some things. Yo, let us in on some secrets. No, shut up. Leave me alone. I don't know you people.
I'm not trying to
Okay.
please.
Here's the skinny on the thing.
I'm sorry, the what?
The skinny. Here's the news on Epstein on the island. The estate of Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender, still owns property, still own Epstein's Islands at last report. But the ownership of the 2 U.S. Virgin Island properties, the islands of Little St. James and Great St. James, could change soon. They have it up for sale.
Let's buy it.
In February, CNN reported that the representatives of the estate were seeking to sell the 2 islands to fund Epstein victims' compensation program. The attorney for the estate said at the time the estate has fielded expressions of interest from numerous parties regarding 2 USVI property, U.S. Virgin Island, and bona fide offers. So, the long and the short is the estate still owns it. They're trying to sell it so they can give the money to all the victims that won in court.
How much? are we talking here?
Well,
we can't afford it.
It says
Okay.
bona fide offers. You're gonna have to get those 100 people that listen to the show.
Okay.
And get them. I want $3 million each.
Crazy idea.
Not $3 million.
All right, we're gonna settle for $2 million each and send it to.
I got a crazy idea.
All right.
Each of us goes to New York and acts as every
this is
single
crazy,
person
starting
in
this
New York
podcast.
idea. Every single person in New York, we go ask them for $1.
Well, I can see that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You start that campaign. I want you to go to Midtown. I want you to go right down Times Square and with your hat, your Is This Real, Woogie Stugats, everything else, and tell them
I'm trying to buy Epstein's
I'm
Island.
trying to buy Epstein's Island. Please donate to the cause.
Donate for me to buy Epstein's Island.
I'll open it up to the public.
You know, sadly enough, he'd probably get a couple $1,000s before people said, like, yeah, okay, maybe he's really crazy. Or he's arrested. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just take it into...
And what are we going to do once we buy this island? What would you do with it?
A brand new booth?
Yeah, seriously.
Brand new booth on the island.
Just the booth. Everything else is just weeds and plants and like trees. We're just gonna make it into a giant studio.
You know, I wonder if his ghost haunts that island. I really do.
Actually, now thinking about it, that'd be a pretty good spring break spot. Just saying.
I mean, creepy, but
if you ignore the past.
In the words of in who was it? Was it George Carlin? Or either George Carlin or Anthony, he's probably hunting for a bus full of dead school kids. That's what he's doing in his afterlife. That's kind of fucked up to say. But let's end it here, and let's go into our closing arguments, if you will. I mean, do you believe, Dad, that there was any... Again, there's no proof, but speculation and history provide us. Do you believe Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein had that type of relationship where they fondled people? We know Jeffrey did, but was Bill included in any of
Okay,
this?
I'm going to say I know for a fact that he did or he didn't, whatever. But you're not going to sit there and tell me that a guy, a sitting president or a former president, travels the world with this guy, and knowing the way Bill Clinton is and all the sex scandals that he was involved in, he's hanging around a known pedophile, getting flown 26 sometimes on his thing, getting massages from girls who later testified against him. Yes, I do believe that there was something between the two of them. Yes, I do believe it. Am I accusing? No, I just believe it. In my heart of hearts, it's too much. You got to be a thinker here. You got to use your brains. All right, and it also and what really turns me, what really basically leads me into this.
Yes, choose your words correct.
I'm trying to find the words.
Especially in this, if you say what really turns me on, it's not
No, okay. It was the news media coverage in this. He's been covered. I mean, he's been accused by so many people, and there's been a news blackout on it. Nothing. You can't find nothing on it. He should have been in court. This should have been the lead story on every news organization.
That's funny if you think about it, because let's think about this.
So yes, hold on. It's my question.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an answer. Yes, I do believe they were involved in some sex stuff down the thing. It's just too much there for me not to think that.
Okay, and before I get to you two, I do want to say that it's crazy to think about something like this. There's no news coverage on, but the Johnny Depp case got complete news coverage of. It was live on news every day.
Every day everything was being preempted because Johnny Trouser Stain, Johnny, I can't play guitar, but I'm going to dress like I'm Slash. Depp is going to go out there and pretend he's a rock star.
Justice for Johnny Depp.
And because he got his ass kicked by some girl, okay, I don't know. All right,
We just lost a lot of people.
I don't care who we lost. It's my opinion. That's why I'm on the show. I'm giving my opinion. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Let's do it.
Cito?
Turn the dial.
Okay. All right. Someone does not like the trio. So, where do I start with me? You know, there's a lot of places to start. I think
Pick one.
biggest conspiracy right now that I have. So, the Clinton Foundation and Jeffrey Epstein, they're working together, right, to get more of these, children, so that they can go back to Jeffrey's Island. That's what I'm thinking. This wasn't an escapade to go and tour out. This was more of scouting out for future. That's terrible to say.
It is. Like, you're saying, like,
But-
he's a scout for a football team.
But like he was going out, like, you know, finding, getting, you know, more kids. That's what I believe. Because there's no way you could just hide it behind the foundation to separate countries.
I mean, I guess.
And the mere fact that Bill Clinton was the fucking president for 8 years, and AIDS was running rampant there. I mean, he was president from what, 92 to 2000, and he did absolutely nothing for the African countries that had AIDS. Nothing, not a fucking thing. So he's going to get on a Lolita Express with a known pedophile, and he's going to travel to all these places 4 times that they're telling you of, when we know it's really either 11 or 26. Okay, he's full of shit. They're full of shit. The news media is full of shit, and that's the way I see it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cito.
Thank you.
But it
for
really
answering for
aggravates the
Cito.
fuck out of me.
Thanks, Dad.
That's all you have to say, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Joshua?
I'm at a loss for words. I really don't know what to say. It's highly probable. I'm not going to say it's fact like Dad said before, but it's highly probable all this stuff went on, especially with the accusations that started with Bill and then all the ones that happened with Jeffrey and then them going together. I mean, sex trafficking, recruiting girls with the Ghislaine Maxwell as well. It's hard not to believe that it went on. I mean, we don't have the concrete proof because we weren't there, obviously. But it is very highly probable, and it's sickening to think about, to be honest.
Well, you also had the accusations of the girls that were there, though.
Well, yeah, too. Yeah, obviously. So that's why you can... It's easier to believe it than not to believe it, basically.
To believe
What?
or not to believe? That's the question.
I have a problem with is, one, I would believe it would be something more legitimate if I saw both Bill and Hillary's name on this, but Hillary's name is nowhere near this list.
Why would that make anything? Why would that make that?
Well, because you could sit there and say like he wouldn't do something like that in front of his wife. You know, he wouldn't be.
This guy cheated on his fucking wife in the White House.
Don't fucking yell at me.
All right, he got a fucking blowjob on his side room in the goddamn
Yeah, it was
in
a
the
side
Oval
room.
Office.
He still had to hide it from his
Well,
wife.
his wife wasn't there taking photos, was she?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so what you're saying makes no sense.
No, it does make sense.
If
his wife wasn't, if his wife was there, it would make.
Then why is her name? Give me her name on the flight log.
That's what I'm fucking saying. If you would not jump down my throat before I could fucking.
All right, I'm
speak.
sorry. Continue with your babble.
I said it could be more legitimate if I saw her on the flight log.
That's true. I apologize.
It would be a little more legitimate if I saw her on the flight log and I could say, yes, and maybe they're doing something for the Clinton Foundation because both Bill and Hillary were there. But no, Bill's just there with Jeffrey, and they're both fucking creeps. That's all I was saying before you fucking jumped down my fucking throat.
I'm tired. I want to go upstairs and have a beer. Fuck you.
All right? Jesus fucking Christ. I think we're all tired and we're all, fine. But.
Speak for yourself. I have an energy drink.
Okay, calm down. All right.
All right, all the viewers out there, send me
I'm gonna have an
$1 so I
energy
can buy
beer
the
in a
island.
minute.
Yes, I'm going to go have a beer myself. So, next week's episode, that's when we get into Hillary. We are talking about Hillary Clinton, the 2016 election, and those emails, those
right.
mysterious emails.
Now, let me ask you this much.
Okay,
Now,
ask
we've
away.
had last week with the Clintons. Now, this week with the Clintons. Next week's going to be the Clintons.
Yes.
Can we please not do Clintons after this?
Well,
Okay,
the
hold
week,
on.
hold on. The week following is going to be, we're going to be off because of my birthday.
Did I
Oh,
miss
so
something?
we have to stop recording because his birthday.
Did I miss something?
What the fuck's
on
up
the
with that?
schedule?
What do you mean?
Yeah, no, isn't it next week?
No.
I'm not tripping, right? I just stared at the schedule.
Yeah, next week is Hillary and the emails.
Oh, I skipped that.
And then
Oops.
it's a week off. And then we said we weren't going to talk about part 2 of the season, right?
At least I wasn't. I'm
Yeah.
saving some things for that.
And then we get
part
that.
two.
And then-
Okay, I won't say nothing either.
Well,
It's fine.
there's also one thing, I guess, before the whole second part of the
yeah,
season.
we weren't going to talk about that until you got here.
Yeah.
So, because I know you and Joshua are waiting for that episode.
Oh.
So,
You got to get on that.
Yes.
So, from everyone here in the Is This Real booth, I would just like to extend, I know it's going to be a couple of weeks late, my deep sympathies for the people who were killed today in these mass shootings. Obviously, there were 2 today that we didn't know.
Yeah.
But my deep sympathies to the people and those families, and I hope your souls rest in the afterlife, if you believe in that.
And this is going to sound shameless completely, but me and Joey talk about it on my podcast and our own personal feelings. It'll be releasing. It'll be releasing soon.
It's not a shameless plug. I mean, we talk about the gun control and all that, and we have a little debate about
just
it.
Throwing myself in there.
And we might have an expanded one with everyone on it because Cito wants that.
Yes.
So, everyone say goodnight.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Send me $1 so I can buy the island.
Good night, everybody.
My name is JC3. And remember, everyone, question everything. Good night, guys.
Konnichiwa, bitches. It's Ryu West speaking. If you want to find out more about the Is This Real podcast, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/isthisrealpc or on Twitter at isthisrealpc or on Instagram at isthisrealpodcast, all one word.